James Franco as a villain, you'd think, I don't know, but you know what? It worked out pretty well in Spider-Man 3, right? That was sarcasm. Homefront stars Jason Statham, James Franco. It also stars Winona Ryder and Kate Bosworth, and is directed by Gary Fleeter or Fletter. My pronunciation sucks for everything. Get over it. He directed Kiss the Girls, and that's the only thing I know that he's made. In this movie, Jason Statham is a DEA agent who kind of retires or whatever, moves on to just a small town, and wants to live a nice little quiet life with his daughter. And you know, he's actually a really good dad and all that. But unfortunately, James Franco is this meth kingpin in that town, and the town's just kind of small, judgmental, and they just kind of find reasons basically to get pissed off at Jason Statham. And it causes him to kind of just defend himself and his daughter, leading to him and James Franco having a confrontation. And you get a pretty good action movie. You know, I was very skeptical going into this, and not from the intro thing. You know what? James Franco is a great actor, okay? The Spider-Man movies aside, he was okay in the first two. The third one, we don't blame anyone for that. We know that that was kind of Sony and Sam Raimi going head-to-head, and it just screwed up for everybody. But James Franco, like, comedies, he's always solid in a comedy. I mean, This Is the End, Pineapple Express, anything with James Franco being comedic usually works out pretty well, except for maybe Your Highness. And as a serious actor, he's just as good. 127 Hours, he was fantastic in that. I'll watch James Franco do any kind of dramatic acting because he's just a really good actor. He can pull off a lot of different type performances. I don't know, has he ever played like a psycho serial killer? I wonder if he could do that. But in this movie, James Franco's the villain, and you know what? As a villain, he did a really good job, I thought. You know, as just kind of intimidating, but not like overly like, yeah, I could take Jason Statham in a fight. That's not his point. But like as an intimidating evil guy, I bought him. Jason Statham is Jason Statham, okay? Early in his career, he had like Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, and Snatch, where he was comedic, but now he's mainly just, I'm Jason Statham and I'm gonna kick your ass. What the fuck? Yeah, that was bad. Oh my god. Jason Statham. Yeah, my impressions suck. But the point is, he's Jason Statham. He's... Okay, the Expendable movies are terrible, okay? Big shock, Expendables 1 and 2 are awful movies. They're so bad. And he's bad in them, and it's not his fault. Everyone's terrible in those. But other things like the Crank movies, what's that one? Blitz? Safe? The Bank Job, like he's a good action star. He can do a lot of good stunts. The Transporter, he does good stunts because he's an actual badass who knows MMA and all that. But he's a good dramatic actor at times. But it helps when he's being comedic. Something like Killer Elite, that movie just wasn't good. But you know, he's still in a crappy movie like Killer Elite shows. Yeah, he's a badass. You can strap him to a chair and he'll whoop you. Fucking Clive Owen got a headbutt in the nuts, or something like that. I forget actually what he did to him in that. I like that the very beginning because, like, first off it starts and you get him with basically like long hair and a mustache, and he's who is he? He was setting up Chuck Zito, who is someone I know from Sons of Anarchy, and he was a bad biker in that, and he was a bad biker in this too, and I'm like, I know that guy, that's awesome. But yeah, and you get some cool action there. I was like, you know, this movie, because when I was going in, I didn't know how action-packed it would be, and it wasn't like a super action movie, it's like a drama with action thrown in, and so when it starts with this big action moment, I was like, this almost feels like too much action. I thought this was more dramatic and kind of thriller-ish, but it was good action, you know it's filmed well. And then you get a lot of like him with his daughter, and I thought they had a good relationship, good chemistry. He seems like a cool dad. I was like, I want Jason Statham as a dad. He seems awesome. And the daughter, she was good at acting, and I like that she's kind of a little bit of a badass. That was fun to watch. And the villains, you also have Frank Grillo as a biker jerk, and he was a biker jerk, okay? I liked him in Warrior. He was a good guy, but every other movie I've seen him in, it's kind of like, he's a dick. And like I said, James Franco, but Kate Bosworth, my God. And I'm not abdicating, like, violence on women, but I wanted to grab her by the neck and choke the life out of her and just be like, enough. Stop talking. That got dark, but seriously, she's like, for most of the movie, I mean, she's just like a disgusting person that's just like, God damn it, who touched you when you were a kid to make you this way? You see, we're getting dark. I'm not, and that's not, it's just the characters. Kate Bosworth was good acting, and I'm happy because honestly, what else do I know her from? Superman Returns? Shit. She was also in Straw Dogs. I actually liked her in that, although she gets raped and never tells her husband, James Marsden, that she got raped. That would have been good in the movie, perhaps. But we're not reviewing Straw Dogs. Moving on. Straw Dogs is the only other movie where I've kind of liked her performance. She always seems miscast and stuff. In this, I was like, whoa, was this the same actress? Because she really embodied this just southern cunt, okay? That's what she is. She's a cunt. Sorry for saying that word. But a thing I like about this movie is characters, they actually are characters and not just like archetypes or something. Because her character and other characters actually evolve and change how they are. And I was like, really? I like this. Because Kate Bosworth changes and she doesn't just stay how she is. I'm like, I like this. I like that they're kind of being real human beings and stuff. Because it's a small town, you get that they're judgmental, but she's changing. I like that. So there's actually really good character work. You got Clancy Brown from The Shawshank Redemption here as a cop. That was cool. He wasn't in it very much, but Clancy Brown's a good actor. And yeah, the movie's pretty good. You know, the drama works pretty well. It's basically a dramatic thriller with a couple action segments. In the movie, the action, like I said, it's filmed pretty good. The action, you know, it's all pretty good. It is rapid cut action, but it's not like terrible, where there's like, okay, we have bad actors that can't do it, just quick, cut. No, they got Jason Statham, and they're like, okay, we'll just do a kind of rapid cut, because they didn't know what to do, maybe. I don't know. It was fine action, it was good. And overall, this movie is pretty entertaining, and I'm happy, because I went in kind of like, just some Jason Statham movie, James Franco's the villain, I really don't know, and I was like, yeah, that was actually really good. I'd give Homefront a B+. So comment below, tell me you guys thought of Homefront if you've seen it, and then also comment below, tell me what's your favorite Jason Statham action film. He was also in the Italian Job as Handsome Rob, right? Handsome Rob? Or was it Handsome Bob? I don't know. And if it was just action, I would say Crank, but my favorite Jason Statham movie would either be Snatch or Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, his two, like, comedic roles. Those are the best, I'd say. I really enjoyed them in those. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.